Hello, welcome to this video. Let's see advanced 2D effects in Corel Draw X7. Leave us comments to improve our videos. Let's consider the main kinds of objects you can have in Corel Draw X7. A 2D vector line, a piece of text, and an image imported inside. These are managed differently. If you want to see how to add effects on text, watch the related video in this guide. Let's start with the 2D vector line. This can be a curve, an ellipse, or a polygon, but all of them behave in the same way. The second button of the first section contains advanced tools to edit paths. So these do not work fine on bitmap image files. Select the path interested first, and then select one of the tools. On top, set the options of the tool, and then click and drag on your path. They are very easy to use. Try them. You can also apply standard transformations. Just use the pick tool. To rotate and skew, just click once again on your object. There are other advanced tools that apply effects without changing the shape of your path or changing it in some ways. These are all listed in the 6th section. Select the object first and decide the effect to apply. Then click and drag on your object. Drop shadow is used to apply shadow. Shadow is applied just on the visible parts of the path, so the contour only. If you add some filling, the shadow will be widely spread. Drag the first square to change the kind of the shadow, the second square to change the direction. Change the color on top and set the transparency level through the small rectangle in the middle. Contour simply adds a second contour that has some offset from the original one. As offset is intended a constant distance between the old path and the new one. Mind that you won't create any new object. The contour will belong to the same original object. Distort is used to edit the shape of the path, following a direction indicated by the arrow and a focus indicated by the rhombus node. The more the square is far from the rhombus, the more the path will be distorted. Choose how to distort it using the options on top. Envelope edits the path in an original way. The blue rectangle that contains it is just like a sheet of paper that contains the path. If this rectangle is changed, also the path inside will change in the same way. You can edit the rectangle just like a path with the pen tool. If you have troubles with the pen tool, watch the related video in our channel. There is also the extrude tool. This lets you create objects in 3D. If you want to know how to create and work with 3D objects, check out our video. In case you want to edit or undo any of these effects, simply select the object on the effect interested with the pick tool enabled. For example, to edit shadow, click on it and then use the options above. If you want to edit the contour instead, click on it and go above. To delete these effects, just go to the red icon above. Hover on it to see which effect you are deleting. Another important tool is the transparency tool. Click and drag on the selected path. There are 3 nodes to set up. The white square node decides where to apply feather. The white rounded node where the feather starts, and the black one where it ends. Mind that the feather follows the same direction indicated by the segment that links the central node and the rounded one. Regulate the transparency level at the black node through its bar. On top you can change the shape of the feather, but all of them work the same. Black square for full transparency, white square indicating where the feather starts, and rounded node how to apply the feather. Try them all to get practice. Check out the different icons on the left. These do represent different feelings. This means that you can apply transparency following a pattern, instead of applying it through a classic gradient feather. And these do work just like fillings on 2D objects. So use the first icon to remove any transparency applied. Use the second one to apply a uniform transparency. The third one is the default effect just seen, using a gradient. Use the fourth and the fifth one to apply transparency following a pattern. Change the settings using the object's properties on the right, inside Transparency section. Use this section to come back editing transparency anytime. Moreover, you can add advanced effects to enhance the aspect of your objects. Select the object interested and go to Effects above. You can use Adjust and Transform to adjust lightness, hue, or simply invert colors. Just work with the new window. And check your workspace for a preview. Click on OK to apply. You can always undo the latest effect applied by right-clicking on the object. How about bitmap files such as images? All tools seen in the first section do not work on it, since it is not a path. How about the effects listed more at the bottom? Just some of them work fine. For example, the Drop Shadow tool and the Transparency tool, but others not. You can use the transform tools of the Pick tool to rotate, scale, and skew. You can also use Adjust, Transform, and Correction in Effects section. Moreover, you can use all the tools listed inside Bitmaps section. These do work exactly as seen for the Effects section. Undo these effects applied by right-clicking. You can pass from path objects to bitmap files and vice versa. This is useful if you want to apply the right effects you are looking for. For example, if you want to apply bitmap effects on a path, you must convert this path to an image file first. Select the path, go to Bitmaps, and then to Convert to Bitmap. In Object Manager, you can see it recognized as bitmap. So you can now use all the effects in bitmaps section. You can also do vice versa. Select the bitmap and go on top at Trace Bitmap. Tracing means transforming a picture into groups of vector objects with a determined filling and path. Quick Trace is a default tracing that tries to render with vector paths the original picture. If you check with the Object Manager, you will see that the image is a group of vectors. You can also choose other tracings. Try them. Then you can edit and transform each single vector path created. Thanks for watching this video. Check our guide for more.